I don't know. All right, we are back with another edition of Goose Troop, along with my co-host Cindy, and still missing is Carl. We know that
Yeah.
I had spoke to him earlier in the week rather, and he said that he was going to join us back. He was going to come back, but maybe perhaps next week. Perhaps next week, I will get a chance to talk to him on Wednesday, Cindy.
Yeah.
So how has your week been, Cindy? How has your week been? And it does look like we're both going to lose, right? In the pool that we got into.
Well, you got a slim chance.
Oh,
When I was told.
I don't even know if I have. What's that? I'm just so glad that my Chiefs won. I can't tell you how. I would rather take the loss in that pool that we got.
Yeah.
Have my Chiefs win, but Cincinnati didn't play as well as they did last week, right?
Well, I think partially they couldn't hear. They couldn't hear nothing, and that was from the fans were being so loud.
Yeah, no,
So he
offensive
got
line
sacked
did
like
not hold up.
got, he got sacked like what 4 times in a row or something like that. It
Yeah,
was
it
it
was
was
crazy in that first half. Yeah, he was getting pummeled. His offensive line did not hold up at
yeah.
all. But
And he got better later. They were coming around towards the end. They were doing better, but
mhm.
that guy hit Mahomes at the end. That just ruined it for him. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
When he's
that
going,
really. Yeah, I
yeah, that
really thought they were going to have to kick that 50-plus yard field goal, and then when they moved them up 15 yards, that killed. That
yeah,
was a crazy call, though, right? That was a crazy call that happened in that fourth quarter, don't you think? Like if some odd things were happening in that quarter. Like, don't you think?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
kind of odd.
They were saying that. I'm not saying this, but what I heard on some places that Cincinnati was getting a lot of calls against them, so they didn't think the officiating was that good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, you did see the one referee come running out, right? We saw that, but it was like you let the play happen. How could you let the play happen and then say they got to do it again and then do it again?
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
What are you
That was
talking about?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge Kansas City
Right.
Chiefs fan, but I was like, what are you saying?
You know what? You just let it go. You can't do that. That's just yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You just let it go. Yeah.
especially
That's
like because
bad.
if you don't get the flag out, if the coach doesn't get the flag out in time, to challenge, and the plays and they ran a play, you can't go back. You know what I mean?
Right.
That play's already happened, which means the play previous is you can't challenge it. So that's what
No.
I thought was kind of odd. I was like, I'm glad the Chiefs won. No, I'm glad they won. They were the
Yeah.
better team that day. That day they were the better team. But wow,
Well, and then that first touchdown, that first one, it was a fumble, and they called it. And then they ended up getting a touchdown.
mhm.
Because they didn't show all the views until afterwards. How can you challenge something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my
But
goodness.
I just wish they could have forfeited that game. That was so sad. The poor San Francisco, after losing both quarterbacks, it's just like you might as well just say, "Here, give them the ball. Hell with it." You're not going
Yeah, what
anywhere.
happened? I didn't get to see that game really. What happened to the quarterbacks? I kept. What happened?
Both of them got well. The one got the elbow hit, and that knocked him out of the game. And the other one, they slammed him down to the ground. I think it was Sue did it. I think, but it wasn't anything illegal. But when he hit his head on the ground, his back of his head, and it bounced. So they took him
Oh
out.
wow.
So
Oh wow. So he was concussed.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
And the other one, what happened to the other one? The starter?
Hit the elbow, hit his
Oh,
elbow. So he couldn't throw. He could hand off, and that's all he was doing. Handing
oh,
off. And then they were going to put the running back in. He was the backup quarterback.
oh
It's
wow.
like this is
So two of those
crazy.
quarterbacks went down.
Two quarterbacks went down. So you know, if it'd been funny if they could have made an announcement. Is there a quarterback in the stand? Could anybody come out and play?
Yeah, he can come out and play. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Woo.
you're tied with for third if Philadelphia wins, so you would win like $40 some if Philadelphia wins, and depending on your score, because my brother-in-law has the same amount of points as you do.
Oh, he does.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
So
So
the
you're
best thing I can do is third place.
third place.
That's the best I can do. Well, I
Yeah.
just don't think Cincinnati showed up that game. I really don't. They did not play. But well, anyways, we probably talked enough about that. But on today's show, Cindy, I wanted to talk to you about stories, right, that we had
Hmm.
about. Wait, did Carl? Oh, okay. See, I was going to do airplane stories, but you say we are doing what?
Breaking bad habits. You said about doing breaking habits.
Oh yeah. Let me find that. Hold on. All right. So if you tell me a story about breaking habits, that I can find my. Okay, let me find my list. I'm sorry, Cindy. I was really wanting to do airplane stories, as you can tell. I was
I
really,
can see that.
let's do that next week, though, because I got that prepared. Dang it.
Okay.
Dang it. Sorry, Cindy.
Cool.
My apologies. All right, so breaking bad habits, like we discussed, well, a little bit right before we had all the technical issues, but like a bad habit that I would have that I would want to like get rid of is smoking. Like I am trying over the last week and a half, no, 2 weeks. I've been trying to quit smoking. But here's what I find. Here's what I find the hardest. Okay,
Okay.
is after you have eaten, it's hard. Were you ever a smoker, Cindy? Were you ever a smoker at any time?
No, that's one bad habit I never got, but both my parents were.
Oh, they were. Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
And yes, my mom would, like you say, after eating, we'd be at a restaurant. And that's when you could still smoke in them, and she said, and
Yeah.
we, three little kids, and you're ready to get out of there, and
Yeah.
mom's like, I got to smoke my cigarette, and you're like, oh my God, how long is this going to take, So I
Yeah.
still remember that. Yeah, yeah. So, but she finally did quit. But I can remember we were on vacation one time, and she was sitting in the front seat, and she's hollering at me and giving her directions, and I'm trying to drive. And finally, I said, we got to the next stop, and I put her in the back seat, and she goes like she's gonna smoke in the car with all of us in there, and I'm like, no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. So poor thing, I've never had that,
Yeah.
draw for the cigarettes, so I don't know how bad it is, but I'm sure it's bad because of just some of the things in my own life that, it's hard to give up, so
What would you
yeah.
say
But
is a bad habit of yours that you struggled getting rid of, and still possibly do? Like
well,
for me, go ahead.
cool.
For
Oh,
me, I would say smoking is something I'm struggling to give up right now. Like I said, over the
mhm,
last week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm really struggling with it. Because for
yeah,
me, the cigarette is something I want. Like on my way to work, I smoke one on my way to work. I smoke one after I eat. Okay, after dinner,
yeah,
and then I smoke another one right before I go to bed. So I find myself, doing that, and that's hard to break. I would say. I don't know. I think I've controlled my eating as such. I don't really go crazy
yeah,
with eating anymore. Well, you've seen that with dinner. I don't go crazy anymore. Although
yeah,
I will say I'm struggling getting rid of pizza this time around. I love pizza. Remember, because I think you and I shared a pizza not too long ago.
yeah, a
I
couple
think
times,
pizza is
but
the one food I don't want to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of it. But in
yeah,
moderation, right? They always say moderation.
moderation, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, that was one of the ones I was going to say. My dad, he tried to give up smoking, and but we would see him driving. We wouldn't smoke around any of us,
Mm.
and one day he comes in the house, he's all excited, and he says, "Hey, I'm going to be on the news. I'm going to be on the news." And we're sitting there watching, and he's on channel 20, and I think he's on the first hole at Passfield, okay? And he is sinking a putt from like one end of the green to the other, and he makes it. Well, the thing is, he's got his pipe hanging out of his mouth, and he told us he all quit smoking. We're like, Dad, Dad, he didn't quit,
Oh, he
So
smoked a pipe. He smoked pipe.
poked the pipe, and when I was younger, he smoked cigarettes, and then he did give the cigarettes up. Old Pall Mall, if you remember those. I don't know if they still make those or not. And then he had his cigars, and then he had the pipe tobacco, and then but he said he quit, but then we'd be driving down the road, and if you went past him, he'd have it in his mouth in the van, So he had one of those pine tree air fresheners in there to try to kill the smell in the thing, But I still remember that though. Poor Pop, he was so proud of himself for sinking that putt, and all we could see was that pipe coming out.
That's something you don't see. That's something you don't see very often is people smoking pipes anymore. Well, they smoke other pipes. They put other things in those pipes, but I mean, like tobacco pipes. You don't see those a lot often anymore, right? At least I haven't seen one in years. No, that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I
Have
don't.
you seen one? Anyone smoking one?
No,
I think that's
no.
maybe a generation thing, right? That's an older generation thing, maybe. I don't think it's that transferred down generation to generation. But Steve said that his one bad habit that he wants to get rid of is farting. Farting is the one thing Steve wants to get rid of. And I don't know if Christina would agree. Did you see that? Christina doesn't agree that he'll ever get rid of that one. Perhaps
No.
you should get rid of.
I think breathing air makes him fart. I just whatever.
Well, I think the guy eats horrible, to be honest. And it's really what your body eats. Like everything I've been reading over the several years, Cindy. As I told you, I went from a size 40 waist to a size 36, and I'm pretty maintaining. Well, I've gained like 10 pounds. I will say that, but now that I'm back on it, the healthier eating, I will say that, and your body needs lower volume, Goose. Okay. Was I really high there? Am I really high?
It's better now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If that happens to me, just let me know, and I'll lower it down.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, bud. Is it still loud, though, bud? Is it still loud? This guy beat my butt today.
Sounds a little better now. Sounds better now.
Okay. We played MLB The Show today, Cindy, my brother and I. He baited. Ray, tell me the truth. You baited me. Through 8 innings, you baited me. First it was one. He was leading 1-0, and then like in the 3rd inning, I moved my base runners around, and it was 2-1 or something, and then he came back, and it was 2-2, like in the 3rd or 4th. Then we waited. And I was like, oh, I'm striking him out. I'm really getting him. We're playing a close game. Come like the 8th inning, I know bottom of the 7th. He comes up, dings a 2-run home run, and then scores like another one. And I'm like, okay, he freaking baited me. He baited me like a fish. That's how I feel like every time I play him, because there's one time we played, and anyway, the MLB The Show game. Cindy, you got any interest in doing that? Is that a bad habit, would you say? Like, here's what I've done lately. I would say this is a bad habit for me, because this is what I've done lately. It is really what I've done lately. All right. I have, I used to go on all these dates and everything, right? With all these different women, and, sometimes I'd repeat dates with them. All right. I have played MLB The Show and got hooked on this game so much that I no longer go on dates. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do that. I kind of just like I replaced it, with going on dates. I used to go on dates and all this other crap. Now I'm kind of like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm kind of done with it.
Is it cutting into your sleeve? Is it cutting into your sleeve?
Oh, MLB The Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up till 1:00 in the morning playing fucking games with my buddy at work. We're playing these series, right? We're playing these offline series things that, he taught me how to play these series. And I'm like, now you're right, Cindy. It's cutting into my sleep. I'm no longer dating anymore, going on dates anymore. You're right. You're right. Right? That's a sign of a bad habit.
Ask anybody else. Is anyone else not dating or anyone else that's playing the game affecting their sex drive or whatever else?
It is. Like I was like, okay. The last 2 months I've been on a streak, as you know. I've been on quite a streak. Knock on wood. I'm fortunate to be my age and have that type of streak that I had. But Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of like, I'm done. I'm good.
Those games, them games are addicting. I used to play a couple that were on Facebook. One was Farmtown, and one was Cafe World. I think I told you this before. I get up in the middle of the night and check my crops to see if they were growing and see if my cooking was cooking and not burning. And next thing I know, I've
Yes.
missed out on 2 hours sleep, and I think, man, I got to go to work in the morning. Just. Yeah, I know how it can be. It can be really something. The only good thing was I couldn't get to it while I was at work. So that was good.
Yeah. So how did you end up breaking that habit, Cindy? Talking because on today's Goose Trip, we're talking about bad habits, good habits. We've been talking about good habits, bad habits. How did you end up breaking that? How did you
Well,
say, okay, enough's enough in Farmtown. Enough's enough.
I just deleted it, but then I found out that playing another game that you can delete it, but if you ever go back to it, it take you right back to your spot. So it was like, oh, so it really deleting it doesn't do any good. It's still out
Yeah.
there floating around. So,
Yeah.
but I haven't played it. One time I said this on here before that I was playing the game and my daughter came in and said, "Mom, I got to do my homework. Can you get off the computer?" So I had to get off for that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be interested in to know what some of the people in the chat room have that they would say are bad habits that either they have or maybe, that they have. I don't want to get involved in like family or friends. No one should ever say that. Yeah,
Irene.
That's for what's Irene's bad habit?
No, she said her husband played Farmtown too and set alarms. You got to, otherwise stuff would, it would die on the crop, or your food would burn.
Are you serious? You had to be on that. You had to be on it every so often.
Every so often, you could like you maybe wanted to bake a cake and it took 4 hours, or you took something else that took 2 hours, and certain things gave you more points, So
yeah.
If you were going to sleep, you had to make sure you had something that was going to stay on there long to keep you overnight. So, yeah.
All right. So basically, it was farm time. Was just you farming. That's all it was you farming.
No, you farmed. You planted crops, and then you went over to other people's farms and you planted and you picked the crops for them, and that's how you got points.
Oh.
And then you built. I had a mansion by the time I was done, and all kinds of other stuff that you kept getting bigger and bigger things. As you want to. Yeah.
Corey in the chat room says, "Hello, hey guys." More like, "Hello, hey guys." No, I'm teasing him too because he beat me. He beat me in MLB The Show. He beat me as well. Steve beats me. I don't know why I continue to play and make that my bad habit, because it really is becoming a habit, right? It's a habit. I'm forming that habit, correct? Like you said, I'm no longer going on dates anymore. I've replaced that with MLB The Show. I stay up late playing my buddy in these series that he showed me how to play, right? So I'm losing sleep. And really, all this, like when you said you were playing Farmtown, really your only motivation is to play these games, correct? Like you said, for Farmtown, you had to get in there every so often, every hour, or whatever it was.
Right.
You had to get in there in order to,
Yeah, and while the thing is, while your crop was growing, you could keep busy by going to other people's farms and getting things, So you could probably play it nonstop if you wanted to for 24 hours, But yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Amanda in there was saying that Daniel beat Steve and myself. Yeah, Daniel did beat me today, but that was a good game, man. That was a really good game today. Like there are games that you play, and this is, I guess, the addicting part of it. One, obviously, I love baseball. Obviously, although some would say,
"What's your bad habit?"
Being a Cub fan is a bad habit. How dare you, Cindy? Ray, kick her off the show, Ray. Kick her off the show. She doesn't.
You have to be addicted to keep with them. You have to be
that's true though too. is you have to be a really good fan of certain teams. Like Cleveland's never won. You know what I mean? They've never
Yes.
won. Cincinnati Bengals have never won. Not, this was like the closest time they've ever come to winning, right? Oh no, weren't they in the?
They won. They won once, didn't they? Or did they get in the Super
No,
Bowl?
I think they were
What
in.
they-
Yeah, I think they were in, but they never won. So what I'm,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. It just obviously the Cubs are just a horribly ran organization. But I'm not going to stop being loyal to them. I mean, I like that team. I love that team. So it is what it is. I can't control what players they get and how they run their organization, but I don't know. I think it has become I would say an addiction. Would you say a bad habit or an addiction that I have to it? To MLB the Show. Is it an addiction right now? Because was Farmtown an addiction for you?
I would say it was an addiction, not a bad habit.
Okay, so it's more of an addiction for you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing that I lost some sleep over it. I don't know that anything else came that I would say would maybe stop me from doing other things I should have been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that's habit. So it was habit forming that it is habit forming though, correct? That
Yes.
when you're doing that, when it becomes an addiction, it becomes a habit almost like, it's what you do in your past and your off time, like when you're off of work or what have you.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
is a habit that you've got.
Irene and Amanda are talking about Roblox. My little granddaughter just loves that Roblox, and she tries to get me to play, and I haven't started, but she keeps after me. So who knows? One of these days I might be right in there again. So yeah.
Gotta fall right back in that trap. See, I'm trying to get you in the trap of MLB The Show. That's what I'm trying
No,
to do. I want you to fall in that trap, Cindy. And boy, was
I
that
don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
my brother was like, Goose, you should play this. You should get this game and get an Xbox and play this and do this. I'm like, okay,
Well,
I'll try it. And I really was putting him off, like, nah, I don't really want to. I don't have interest in that. But here's my fear is like as the weather gets warmer, I want to get out there and start bike riding again. And I am going to play basketball this year. I'm going to start playing again. I am going to start playing again. It's time, right, Cindy? It's time.
yeah, yeah. Get some air in that ball.
Yeah. Heck. Oh,
Well,
shoot.
you told us. Here, I got something else I'll talk about for the bad habit. I don't know if there's other people out there that like to chew on stuff. Well, my big thing was ice. I
Yeah.
love chewing on ice. So, and
Ice,
I
right?
kind of
Crushed ice.
crushed ice.
Yeah.
And I had it down to a science. I'd get up on my way to work. I would go in McDonald's and I'd get my sweet tea and half sweet tea, half regular tea. But I would fill up that. I always had to have the foam cup because you want the foam cup because the ice doesn't melt as fast. Whereas if you got the plastic cup, then your ice ain't gonna make it last you very long. So
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah.
McDonald's had good ice and Sonic had good ice. Plus they both had the foam cups. So, but after I had to quit doing it because I lost a few teeth chewing all that.
Did you really?
those great big. Oh yeah, cracked them little chips. So. Yeah.
Irene in there is saying that her bad habit is I bite my nails. Now, see, I have a buddy. Who was that just told me? They were just telling me on Facebook that they just stopped biting their nails. They used to bite their nails. Oh, Melissa, my buddy Melissa, who I used to work with, she said that she used to bite her nails, Irene, and she said she stopped it. She's and I forgot how I'll read on that and I'll get back to you on that, but I'll read how she said she stopped it, but she did stop it. And then Christina says she eats just bad food and then she's got to stop that. So would you say eating bad food, biting your nails is a bad habit, right? That is a habit that's bad, biting your nails, because you don't do that, right? All right.
Yeah.
And then eating bad food for you that we all know is bad. We know cheeseburgers are delicious, but they're bad for your body. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're bad for your body. You can't eat that stuff. Your body can't process all that. Have you seen any others? Bad habit. a bad habit of mine. Optimus says, bad habit of mine is working all the time for me. I hit exhaustion really bad to where I sleep a day straight. Yeah, that's true though. Uh, well, that's true. There are times where I feel like I'm doing that myself. Where I'm working extra hours, or maybe I start early, a little earlier, and I work. I
Yeah.
don't take my 2 breaks or whatever. I just kind of work it through. I'm working really hard. There are
I
times
used to I used to work a lot of overtime. We were addicted to the money, though. I mean, we'd work our days off. We'd work 12 hours a day, get 60 hours in a week, and it's rough. But you couldn't give it up. You got used to that higher money.
well, that's true. I mean, who doesn't, right? All right, I like that, Irene. That's pretty cool. I'll do that, Irene. Yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah, we'll play tonight if you want to. But all right. So, what stories do you have for us? If you'll give us one of your stories today, Cindy. I know because after the show today, we're going right into the trivia. So, if you'll give us one of your stories today that you have prepared, and I obviously prepared for the wrong thing. Now, hey, tell you next week, Cindy, I'm going to be so prepared for next week, you won't even believe it. I'm so
I already
prepared.
told two of them.
Huh?
You hear me? I told two of them where I told you about my dad and I told you about the ice.
You did
So-
the ice chewing and your dad and his pipe
Right. And my mom.
and your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. Someone told me once, a buddy of mine, this guy Brad, who I used to work with years and years ago. He quit smoking. All of a sudden, I go, man, I go, Brad, how did you do it, man? What are you doing? And he told me what he did. He goes, Goose, it wasn't the smoking that got me. He goes, it was basically trying to do something, doing this. He goes, is what I was looking for. He goes, I got in the car, I wanted to smoke. He goes, so it was just keeping me busy. And he's like, so he would tell me, he was like, what's going on? You all right?
So no, the mailman just went by. That's all.
Oh, you're freezing up, Cindy. You're freezing up. You're freezing up a little. You froze on me.
Hold on.
You freezing up.
Am I back?
You all right?
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. You froze up on me. Okay. Hey, your mailman comes late, huh?
At different times, sometimes it's just different times. We don't have a regular right now, so who knows? The regular guy retired, so.
Oh, did he?
So what happened? The Ring doorbell went off, and it messed up the everything.
Oh, God. Oh, because it took to the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those Ring doorbells, though, man. Those things were awesome.
They came. My laptop came today, and I was listening to something on the phone, so it wasn't coming through. I couldn't see who was out there, but they rang the doorbell, so I knew my laptop was out there. So I got it today.
Well, today I got my headphones. I got my headphones and my my soundboard and my microphone and all that stuff, because I'm putting up a little studio together at my house, as you know. And but the desk I got that I actually received, it was like 21 and a half inches. So it was really just like this. I was like, what could I possibly use this thing for other than that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for, something a little bit bigger than that. Where I can put my laptop up there, I can put my microphone on there, put my mouse, my mouse, and things like that. I'm like, I just wanted a little, computer desk, But anyway, so that I had to return that. But man, it got so cold today. Man, did it get cold last night? Boy,
Yes.
I'll tell you what. Could a bad habit be? This is what I was going to say earlier. Could a bad habit be? Because obviously, I'm sitting in my chair, or I'm laying down when I'm playing this MLB The Show game. Do you think laziness is a bad habit, and do you believe that is addicting as well? Being lazy, because I've noticed myself more lethargic, more lazier as I'm playing this game.
Well, the less you do, the less you do.
I'll get those dishes tomorrow. But I'm not usually like that. So do you think that's a bad habit? Is that an addiction that forms a bad habit? That's a better question. Is that an addiction that forms a bad habit?
Being lazy?
Yeah. Is it
Yes.
is it a bad habit? Would you say that people have? Because I notice myself, I'm doing it more and more, and I don't like it.
Once you start, though, it just kind of, it's like a snowball, I think. You started with this a little bit, and and it gets to be more and more. Yeah, that's true too. Irene says it's a sign of depression. I agree with that. I agree with that. She calls it a condition.
She does.
Yeah,
What?
that's what
Oh,
she.
it's a condition, not really a bad. But I think it is a bad habit though, because it's something. Well, you don't really do much, but it's just something that you're doing. You know what I mean? Like you choose to be lazy. So habits to me are something you're choosing. Correct? That's something you're choosing to do. Like you chose to play farm town, right? You're
Yeah.
choosing to play. And Corey says play Fortnite. Yeah, but that's just replace. If I start playing Fortnite, that's just then I'm replacing MLB the Show with Fortnite. Or if I start
For
playing whatever you want me to play, right? I'm just
it's,
replacing that.
it's it's funny when you say you choose to play it. What would be your other option? You'd be forced to play it. I mean, I do your wording. I
No,
just
I
think it's
meant like
funny.
no, no, no. I meant like you choose to be lazy. I'm choosing to play MLB the Show. It's not like
Yeah.
someone's forcing me to play. My brother didn't say, "Oh, you got to play," or else. No, he's like, "Hey, Goose, get the game, see if you like it." It's my
And
choice to go do that. So I got the game, and I like it. But what I'm
he
saying is,
talked.
it's keeping me from bike riding. It's keeping me from walking. It's keeping me from going to the gym, more often than I do now. Like, so
Yeah.
it's keeping me from being active, which is what I really enjoy doing, and becoming lazier, lethargic, like very lazy, for a lack of a better word. It's keeping me
Well,
from. It's keeping
do you
me.
think people? Mark, Irene makes kind of a good point. She says, "I don't think people choose to be lazy, but I
No, I
mean, it's not
do.
something
I
that
disagree with that. I disagree with this, and this is why. It
I
is
don't
your
think you set
choice.
out to be lazy.
Yet, no, I disagree, Cindy. I disagree, and here's why.
In the beginning,
I'm talking about,
in the beginning.
I'm talking about able-bodied people, not people who can't help themselves. Or in a health rise or whatever. You know what I mean? That's something entirely different. That's something entirely different. But what I'm talking about is I'm choosing to play that game. I'm choosing to sit in my recliner all day and play that game. Am I not? Am I not? Yes or no?
Mm.
You have to think about that. Isn't it my choice to say,
Choice, yeah, I guess
I'll get
so.
that laundry tomorrow? You know what I mean? Isn't that my choice to say, I'll get that laundry tomorrow? I don't feel like getting up and getting the mail right now. I'll get it later. That is my choice that I'm making. That is my choice to play that game. It is my choice to sit in that reclining chair. That is your choice. So ultimately, it does become addicting because I'm replacing it from what I used to do with dating and such. Just getting, I'll be more active and whatever that may be for you. So ultimately, I am making that a bad habit, Cindy. It is a bad habit that I have formed and that I chose to do. No one forces you to be lazy, to be lethargic, to eat junk food. That is your choices. Like if you're going to McDonald's, you know, that is
Sometimes you,
your
I
choice.
don't
That is
know.
your choice that you're doing.
Sometimes you might be going through something, and you make poor choices because of that. Not necessarily. It's kind of not completely
No,
free
you've
will.
made that choice, Cindy. You've made those choices, as you said. Sometimes you make poor choices, but they're your choices to make. They're my choices to make. They're Irene's choices to make. So what I'm saying is, you're choosing to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm choosing to smoke, and I continue to choose every day to smoke, even though I'm struggling the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I still choose to smoke. My buddy, like I said, my buddy Brad was saying, he goes, Goose, it wasn't really the nicotine that got me. He goes, and he was like, it was more like the action of doing it. And all I had to do was, so he replaced it with, what else things called? It was, dang it. They were like not Swisher Sweets, not the actual thing, but it was like the thing like shoot, the cigars, those little mini cigar things that would go into the plastic tips. He bought a
Yeah.
bunch of those plastic tips, and they were flavored, right? Because he smoked menthol and I smoked menthol. And he goes, they have like a menthol flavor, Goose, where and all you do is do this, and you're not smoking anything. It's just a plastic tip, is all it is, and they're flavored. And so he would do that. He'd put it in his mouth and be like this all day, like with people who use suckers, when they're trying to quit a habit, right? Or trying to quit smoking, whatever. I've seen people use suckers, but he used this plastic tip that was like flavored or whatever, and it was, and I thought that was really cool idea that he had, and I was like, oh wow, that's how you did that, huh? And so,
Well, a lot
and
of
so,
people, some people like to chew on straws and other things too,
yeah,
and that just kind of it takes care of a need too, It just something repetitive, I think, to put your mind off of things.
Amanda says that Amanda was saying, I am pretty healthy eater. I only eat junk food if there isn't any other options. I have more healthy than anything else. I can have a lot of sugar. I can't have a lot of sugar without feeling sick. Yeah, I can't either. I don't. I'll tell you, man. Too much sugar just makes me. I'll tell you, it just
When, when you get
makes me
when you
tired.
get away from it, it does make you feel bad. I think,
Yeah.
when you're not used to it. Yeah.
So, but would you consider that a bad habit, as we just spoke about? Is eating unhealthy? Now, I just got done telling you that I'm going to have pizza every now and then. I really enjoy pizza, and that's probably the food I won't give up. I mean, I can give up a lot. I have given up a lot, but there's certain like pizzas or tacos. I'm not giving those up. Forget it. Don't even ask. So that's a
Yeah.
choice I'm making, correct? That's a choice I'm making to eat pizza, to eat tacos, to continue smoking. So not only to play MLB the Show. I'm not saying MLB the Show is a bad habit, but I can certainly see how it's going to become a bad habit, not only an addiction, but maybe forming into a bad habit because it makes me lazier. I've noticed I'm like, I don't really want to do anything. I just want to play this game and get better and beat all of these guys and beat my brother and beat Steve and Daniel and Corey. I just want to beat these guys. And so,
You
yes,
get a rush. You get a little rush from that,
I
right?
mean, I've beaten those guys. You know, what I mean, I've beaten them here. Like if I win a game, they usually beat me the next 3 or 4 before I win another one. But what I'm saying is, everything I've done, up until the MLB the Show, I was more active. I ate healthier. What I'm noticing is, I would do my laundry like that. I'd make my bed, boom, like that. I wasn't hesitate to do these things. I was like, for me, it was a daily routine for me to do these things that I enjoy
Yeah.
doing. But now I've replaced all of that with playing this game, being obsessed with this game. So I can see how it can become a bad habit forming because it makes
Question.
you there. It makes you.
Question.
What's that?
You haven't ran out of laundry yet, have you?
What
You
am
have
I?
to turn
Steve?
things inside out, huh?
What am I? Steve? Come
You
on,
said
man.
you quit doing laundry. I was just checking how far it went.
No, I meant like no, I probably got like a load, maybe a load of laundry to do, but like a load. I don't let it get crazy. I don't let it get nuts. I'm not there yet, but I can definitely see how it would get me there doing that and smoking cigarettes. Like I said, I struggled for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I am struggling this time around, Cindy, because remember, if you remember, I don't know if I told you, but I smoked for a long period of time, and then when I got married, I promised my ex that I would quit, and I quit. Boom, and I quit on the day of our wedding. I quit. I was like, I won't smoke, and because I made a promise to her, so I stopped, and I forgot what I did in order to stop. But anyways, I forgot what I did. I wish I could remember. Um, I don't know. I just and I'm struggling with it now. Like I said, after I eat, or if I'm driving to work, or when I'm trying to go to bed, I always smoke one right before bed. I don't. Those. That's the time I can't stop.
It's
And
just automatic.
you know what I've noticed though is people always invite me out for cigarettes. I've noticed. Well, they knew I was a smoker, so so I don't blame I don't blame them. It's my fault, right? It's my choice to go there and say, "Hey, yeah, I'll smoke one with you. Hey, I'll smoke one with you, man." That's my
Yeah.
choice. But Corey says time management. Start the laundry, then play a game, then put it in the dryer and play a second one. Well, Corey,
You better make sure you get back in time, or you'll get whatever happened, whatever you did to Ray, you forfeited him or
I'll get
whatever.
timed out. Yeah, I hate that because sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom and I'm like and I gotta wash my hands and I'm like I hope I get back in time. And so
Yeah.
no, but really like the game itself, whether it be the game or whether it be whatever you're doing, right? Whether
Yeah.
so it is so what did you not do when you were playing Farmtown? What is it that you usually did that you were no longer doing because of Farmtown?
Well, some of it might have been just watching TV. You just traded one screen for another. Or you have your daily stuff around the house that like you said. You have to cook the meals and do the dishes and pick up around the house. But eventually I would get to them. Just not as you know.
Yeah.
But I
So
think part of it we just give up TV for you traded one screen for the other.
uh, see, I like watching television, but I don't know that I watch. Well, okay, that's wrong. There are two shows that I currently watch that are recent shows that have been on recently, outside of the Golden Girls.
Hey, my favorite was on the other day when Dorothy gets married. I like that one. That's one of my favorites. It was
Wait,
on the other
Dorothy got
day.
married? Did she get remarried? Who did she get married to?
You know, uh, uh, the guy that was on airplane.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's
Yes.
his name?
What's his Nielsen or something, right? Isn't his name
Nielsen.
Nielsen?
Yeah, Nielsen. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She married him. Yeah, that was the
Oh,
last episode. That was the last episode when
oh, was it
she got
really?
married. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, huh. I have to rewatch
yeah.
that again. But like, are there current TV shows that you watch now that maybe, like you said, watching television could become a bad habit? Correct, especially if you're watching bad television, like those reality TV
No,
shows.
there's none of them. There's none of them that if I miss, I'm not gonna, because I
Yeah,
record
yeah,
most of them. So it's not like the old days when you had to run home to watch them, otherwise you missed them.
yeah.
But yeah, you can catch them later. There's nothing that I have to watch.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay? What is a what is a bad habit you think? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a bad question. What is a good habit that you have that you wish others would have? That's a
I
better
have
question. Yeah.
there's
Here's something.
what bad habit?
No, no,
A
no.
bad
What
wait a
good
minute.
habits? What good habits do you have that you wish others would have? Like, you know what? Hey, I'm pretty good at this. I wish others would do this. You know what I mean? Here's something to pat myself on the back.
Okay,
Uh,
I'd like to hear it.
okay. You want to hear it, do you?
I do, because I can give me an idea. Okay.
Oh, okay. Here's something I thought of. Okay. Uh, okay. As we're talking about bad habit things that form into bad habits or maybe good habits, Steve says I sent you a trade. So Steve is talking about MLB the show. You see what I'm saying? It has become addicting. And Corey says, Goose, just hurry up and do your laundry and then go back and play another game. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it has become addicting. Here's a good habit that I think that
Maybe
I
a good habit.
yeah. You want to get on to good habits, perhaps? We've talked enough about
Yeah.
bad ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Another bad habit is, dude, I cannot stop. Well, I cannot stop from cursing. I have tried many times. I just can't. Especially when I'm frustrated. When I'm frustrated, I cuss like a sailor. But
I think
Okay.
you've gotten better. I don't. Oh, the other day with when you last week's episode, you had several f bombs in that one, but most
That
of the
was
time
so
you don't.
frustrating. I couldn't believe that episode. That was so frustrating to me. I was like,
God.
we
Oh,
had a nice episode going, and then we were going to
mhm.
have a nice episode, and it just kind of went downhill. But anyways, although the trivia show kind of panned out for us a little much better than our first
Yeah, yeah.
episode. But, did you ever go back and listen to that show? I did not. I could not.
I did. I did not. I did not. I did not. But you know what? It had a lot. It had a lot of views, so somebody must have been entertained by it. I don't know if it was new time slot or what, but it had more views than what we had some other times, right off
What
this
do you
chart.
think of the new time slot? I kind of like it. I kind of like this time slot versus,
The middle of the day. Yeah,
day,
I think so too.
day.
Yeah.
Because then, like you said, we can do the show, and then from the show we go to do, we flip gears and we go do the other show. So this way, I'm not having to come to my brother's house on Saturday right after work. They have to go, Monday midday, and then do my errands after the show. So I feel like
Right.
I'm able to do, I'm able
Do
to
it
be
all
more,
at once.
yeah,
Yeah.
rather than So I'm able to be because we're starting later. So I got all my errands done today, prior to me coming here. So rather than having to rush, you know what I mean, during the midday.
Yeah. What was this good habit you were going to tell us? I still haven't heard it.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. We get off on our little tangents. I'm sorry, dear. But no, what I was saying is I think something good that I do that I wish others would do, perhaps, is just be nicer. I think. Why are people so freaking
Yes.
vindictive and, for a lack of a better word, jerks? Like,
Yeah.
what reason are you a jerk? Like, why are you gonna do this? You don't have to demean that person. The person's a cashier. Why are you demeaning this person? She's
Yeah.
doing nothing but her job. Like,
Right.
what is the
Right.
purpose of this? She doesn't. She can tell you to go f off, buddy. She doesn't. She has to take your crap. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Like, just like when I go up to a cashier or whomever, whatever, wherever I'm at, I'm never rude to them, right? Have you ever seen me be rude to any of the
No.
waiters, the bartenders, anyone? No, I'm not. I don't understand the rudeness. To me, that is habit because you're choosing to be rude and disrespectful. You're choosing to be that way. Just like I'm choosing to be nice. Look, whether I like you or not, I'm still going to be nice and respectful. I
Yeah.
never understood that way of thinking. It's like, look, you don't have to like, what I mean, we don't have to like each other to be respectful, to be nice. I
Some
never
people
understood.
they come in with a chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
they're looking for a fight.
yeah. See, and
Yeah.
I wish more people were like that. To pat myself on the back, but humble brag, humble brag. No, but I just see it. You know what I mean? It's like why are
Some
you an
people,
asshole? Why you're choosing to do that, and you're making again. That's something that becomes habit forming, bad habit forming. I agree with it because you're choosing to do it, and you're choosing you know what I mean. You're choosing to act that way. You're choosing that. So it's becoming a bad habit because you're doing it routinely. You're going to do it more often. If you've done it once and you got away with it, you're going to do it again and again and again. You know what I mean?
you know, when I was still working at the post office, we had this customer come in and they wanted to make copy of something, and we had a place down the street that had a better copier than we did, and it was cheaper. And I seen that. Yeah, and they thought I was trying to push them out the door, and I was like, no, no, come down there, go down there and get it, then come back and we'll mail it. And when they came back, they were like a whole different person because they knew I wasn't trying to screw them over.
Mm-hmm. Here's no,
Yeah,
and I get what you're saying there. No, you're right, Cindy, because they saw that you were, being honest. You weren't trying to manipulate them in any way, right?
yeah,
Well, that's just not your character. Plus, you come across that way, Cindy, to me. When I first met you, I'm like, okay, she's she has integrity. She's not a bullshitter. I never got, you're a BSer at all every time. I don't get that from you. I get you're pretty honest, straightforward lady. You're gonna say what's on your mind, and you've told me several times what's on your mind.
Yeah.
So no, it's not in a mean way, but
Yeah.
you're not doing it mean. And here's the thing that Irene just mentioned, and I've mentioned this several times too. Irene says nice doesn't mean kind. Yeah, if I say, "Oh, Cindy, what a nice blouse you're wearing," that's fake. That yes, you have a nice blouse. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like the intent or the way that you're saying it. Oh, what nice glasses you have today. Okay, okay, but you're really not being sincere. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
difference that I think Irene is mentioning. Kind, being kind to one another. What does that cost? Really, what does that cost you? Like we were a couple weeks ago, right? 2, 3 weeks ago, when we were talking about acts of kindness. Like,
Yeah.
what does that cost you? So that's what I'm saying is you're choosing to be that way. You're choosing to be that way. So therefore, it's going to become habit forming and a bad habit forming, which is what I'm talking about today. I'm not saying MLB the show, the game is a bad thing. I'm not saying that at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
I
saying
think people.
I choose to play that game more often than I should. You know what I mean? I'm choosing to play it more often than I should. Yeah, I should play it. Sure, sure. Why not? Why not play it? It's fun. It's fun. I enjoy it. But
You know.
when it's replacing other things I enjoy, or like you said, if I'm staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, no, I have to get up early playing this game. That has no significance whatsoever. What's more important? Me getting enough sleep to be productive at my job, or me playing some silly game that means absolutely nothing? You see what I'm saying?
You
So that's a bad habit that I'm forming, and I'm playing it more and more and more.
Yeah. When she was talking that about being kind and being nice, some of it, has how people look at things. Some people when they come to the situation, they're always looking to see what is wrong in the situation. You know what I mean? They look for the faults. Where some people they try to look. If you try to look for the good, and you just got to change your thinking around. Instead of always looking. People like
What do
that
you
all the
mean?
time.
What do you
They're
mean?
always going to be, huh?
What do you mean by changing thinking, the way of thinking? What do you mean?
Well,
How
when
do you
when you
change
go
someone's
like
way of
when you
thinking?
look, some people look at people and they look at them and they're always looking for something wrong.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
doesn't look right. Or instead of looking at the situation and looking for the positive, saying, hey, look at this over here. This is good. And but I've worked with bosses. You did all this work, and the one thing they didn't, and you did a great job and all this, and then they go, what about this over here? This is shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just all where your focus is.
yeah. How about the other 12 things that I excelled at? You're just gonna
Yeah.
pinpoint the one thing I'm not? Okay.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
You're overseeing everything that I'm trying to accomplish here. No, I get what you're saying there. I do understand what you're saying now.
Irene
What-
says that I know her husband.
Oh my.
I'm not going to say who, but I used to have somebody in my life like that too that would come and a loved one, and you could work hard all day and get stuff done around the house, and they'd be like, "What about this over here?" And I thought, ah, just
Yeah.
like really,
It's
really,
like okay, you can beat me down for that thing that I
yeah,
missed. But how about paying me a compliment leading up to you beating me down? You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
beat me down
right,
about this thing, but say, you know what? You did really amazing at these 3 other things. Wow. You
yeah,
did better
yeah.
than I ever could. Give him a compliment. Holy cow.
Yeah,
What is that?
I guess you must have had, maybe you had a bad day at work and then you're bringing it home here, I don't know, but I'm not the one that you should be mad at. I'm here trying to help you and get things done.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But you know
yeah.
what? Okay. But that's a choice, right? That's a choice that your boss is making, correct? They're making
Mm,
that choice to pinpoint the one thing that maybe you're not as good at. You know what I mean? Again,
yeah.
that forms a bad habit with them, and not only with you, but with other employees they may have or have had. That's forming a bad habit for them, right? Would you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because, yeah. or they always, or the flip side of that, you're the one that does the good job all the time, and they don't never get after the one that don't do it. Well, we got you. I know you'll get it done.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah,
making someone do their share. It's like
I
grow
agree.
up.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I agree. Cindy, well, if you have, I mean, I could talk on this topic for another 10 minutes probably, but I think we do an hour of this show, correct? And then we do
Yeah.
an hour of trivia. And I think we're right at an hour here, right? Are we just right at an hour here? And I want to keep it
Just
at an hour of trivia.
we're close to it. We got about 5 minutes. So
Okay. I want to do an hour of trivia tonight. I want to keep it an hour if we can. And Cindy, when we start the trivia, we are going to have new set of rules, and those rules are going to stick. Please, Vanna, you got to keep me on. You got to keep me straight. I can't give 5 points when 5 points isn't necessary. I can't be doing 10 people in a row giving them points. It's 3 points for the first 3 answers. That is it. That's it. That seems to be what works best, because sometimes I end up giving, okay, well, Irene can get one, Diane can get one, Karen gets one, Amanda gets it. Like I go down the list. It's like 3, the top 3, right? Don't let me stray from that tonight. Do not let me stray from that, Vanna. Do not.
oh, okay. So when you say it's your show and I make up my own rules, I'm ignoring that.
What do you mean? What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
Sometimes you say it's my show and I'll give points to whoever I want.
Oh, that's just so they don't give me shit all the time. That's really just so they don't browbeat me all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Enough's enough. And I really want to get with Christina. I was trying to message her the other day. I think I think I sent it to her because I want to start giving prizes out because some of the people that win don't really want to come on the show and do it with me. You know what I mean? That win. So I'm gonna start giving prizes out. I'm gonna get with Christina possibly about doing some prizes with them. For people. And I think something cool would look in the background. Something would look really nice in the background, right, of your place, Cindy. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it look really not a banner, but something cool? I got something cool in mind.
Really? Huh.
I do. I do. I do. I do. And I think
Huh.
Christina is the person that I need to get with to maybe possibly make these for us. And
Yeah.
I think, I think so. And then
Are these bongs to promote Steve's shows?
is that a bad habit that Steve has? Would you say is that a bad habit that the guys have?
I don't want to bring up. This is kind of a sore subject, but did Steve ever get his cup? And I missed it. I was hoping he got his cup.
What cup?
The one that Christina made for him.
Yeah, he got it.
Okay.
But then he complained about it. He just complained about it.
Oh,
he
Steve.
did. What did he complain about?
It doesn't sit evenly.
This woman does
God.
nothing but bend over
He's
backwards.
lopsided. He's probably the one that's off, not the cup.
He said that it was a shit job.
Oh,
My
Steve.
God.
Steve. Why can't he just say, "Hey, thank you," and move along?
He's that negative person.
No,
Where's the good in that? Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't
That's
you
not
just say
Steve. That's not Steve.
You think Steve has bad habits, Ray? Do you think that he has more bad habits than good?
No, I think Steve's a kind-hearted. He's a kind-hearted person. He really is. So he doesn't really have bad habits, but he has. He sometimes makes himself so angry.
Oh.
Because he doesn't.
Is that why, like, he quits the show in the group message?
He quits the show at least twice a month. At least twice a month.
Yeah, but that is a bad habit. He's choosing to do that. Ray.
Yes,
that is a bad habit he has.
Yeah. No,
right. So I would think so. I don't know if he would agree with me, but I would think so.
Yeah, he has problems.
What would he say if you said, "You know what, Steve, you're suspended for 2 weeks"? How would he take that?
Oh, he would not take it very well at all. No,
he really wouldn't. Does he love? Is he passionate about the show, Ray?
Yes, he is passionate about the show.
So he loves it. He loves doing it.
That's why he quits all the time, because he's so passionate about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would you quit if you love it? Well, that's true. I quit playing basketball. That's true, and I love basketball. That's true. Okay.
Well,
it's a
you
stupid-
know, the show has become, especially since the COVID came in, it's became a part of a lot of ours. It's just a part of our life. It's a part of our day. You know, we got used to it.
What is
Thank
The
God.
show,
having bad
Ray
habits
show.
is a part of our
No,
day?
no, Ray show.
Listen,
You were talking
listen to
about
the show.
Steve, listening to the show every day.
I'll tell you what. If Steve wasn't on the show, do you think he would become? You think he'd still be a listener of?
Before he was on the show, he was a listener.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He listened every day. He was a great listener.
Oh wow! Oh,
And he
wow.
didn't cause any problems. He only started causing problems when he got on the show.
So how do I get him off the show to stop causing problems?
He only had a good problem when he got on it.
You know, I like Steve, but he is a little odd. He's an odd fella. I'll say that. He's an odd fella. All right, dear. We are going to wrap up for today. That ends Goose Troop. That sounds like, what did you say there, Cindy? Like
I
we got a
say Troop.
Goose Troop. No, it's Goose Troop.
Troop, not poop. Troop.
Goose Troop. All right, Cindy, I am going to wrap up this show, and then we have to end the broadcast, right, Ray? So I have to press end broadcast, and then
Well, I guess you don't have to. I mean, I could just change the name to trivia, and you could just keep going.
Oh, okay. You want to do that, Cindy? Change that
Sure.
real quick?
I'm ready.
All right, this way we don't have to sign off, right, Ray? We don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm going to do it right now.
All right, let me change my name. Want me to change your name, Van?
Yeah.
Hey, can you invite Irene? Irene, are you able to come on tonight? Irene? I think.
Oh.
Otherwise, she can just play. I'm sure that she likes playing too. Otherwise, I can just have one Vanna and not. You want your name changed, Cindy?
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to beat that frickin' Jason.
Jason?
Is he in there?
No.
Is Jay in there, Amanda? Is Jay in
He
there?
usually doesn't get home until like 6, so.
Oh, yeah. So let me ask some more questions. Let me ask 3 in a row, and then when Jason comes on, we'll say we just started.
Yeah.
And then you know what? These will be the 5. These will be the 3-point questions, right? These will be the 3-point questions. The first 3. Remember, he got mad when he said he couldn't get the 5-point question.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got mad.
Yeah, because what was it? The audio quit working or something. Yeah.
I always start doing really well, and then something happens where.
Yeah, you're always busy, or your wife comes home. What happens is your wife comes home.
Yeah, and then I can't.
Or your daughter comes home, and
and I end up having a conversation. I lose, and I can't stay on and win.
Yeah, and
I'll be winning when I start the conversation, and then when I get back, I'm losing. Someone else is winning. You know what I mean? Or else I never get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be trivia now. Let me check the.
Oh my God. Steve said he'd be on, but he's nude. Oh my God.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wanted to know that, Steve. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
No one wants to see
No.
No one wants to see a nude dog, for God's sakes.
Oh Lord.
on candid camera. What was that show? Was that just like was that a funny show, right? Candid Camera was just a funny show, right? They filmed like funny people or something. Doing funny.
They just came up to people and they didn't know they were on TV.
Yeah, but what did they ask them? Is it because it wasn't like America's Funniest Videos was a game where you sent in videos, correct? People sent in videos and they watched it and they picked out the funniest one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what was Candid Camera?
People didn't know they were on camera. Candid Camera.
Yeah. They didn't know they were on camera.
YouTube stuff back before it was YouTube.
Yeah, well, they didn't tell people they were
filming them.
Yeah, they didn't tell people, which is back before the FCC
Oh,
demanded you had to tell them. It was before that rule happened. So they were surprising people and tricking them and pranking them and stuff.
oh, and that's what that show was. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
that's how it
Oh.
was.
Huh.
Hmm.
They were punking them or pranking them or,
Who hosted that show?
It was I can't remember. I can't remember the guy's name.
Was it Ellen Funt? Was it Ellen Funt?
Yeah, I think it was fun. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds right. That sounds right. That sounds
Can
right.
I change my name to Funt?
What?
I change my name to Funt. You're on candid camera.
I think it was Fun that hosted that. Yeah.
I think so too.
Good old Fun.
Is he still with us? Is he still with us?
No, he's long gone. I
Oh.
think he was 80 when he hosted it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that first came out and it was black and white, I think,
Yeah, it was out for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, you ever seen that show? What Would You Do?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that show a lot. I saw that, and I was like, wow. What? And some of the people that actually stuck up for them, but you see
Yeah.
so many people that don't. They just, they walk on by or they. What's going on? What's going on there, Vanna? What's happening?
Hope is deciding to scratch the rug for some reason. I don't know what the hell's got into her.
Who's Art Linkletter, Ray?
Oh, was it Art Linkletter?
I don't know. Was it Alan Funt or Art?
No, Art Linkletter he talked to kids. He did
Yeah, he did the show with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, the show that Bill Cosby did, right? And then
Yeah, he redid it. Yeah. He redid it. Mm-hmm. What is it?
Bless their mothers, but that's a whole other
funny. Yeah, other than drug their moms and sleep with them, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
Right. Come on in.
like
Yeah.
I don't
I'll hit on your mother.
Yeah,
God.
mother while you're sleeping, kid.
Yeah. Go back there with the producers, kids. Let me talk to your mom for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, hey, don't mind us.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So was that show on the 70s, right? That was a Candid Camera was a 70s show.
No, I think it was earlier than that. I think it was 60.
Earlier than that.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was black and white, so I don't think it'd be before that.
Oh, wow.
So before the 70s.
All right. So are we all set then? Are we all set to go, Ray? Or
I think you're set, bud.
all right, well, give me a minute here. Give me a minute, guys. If you can give me something, Vanna, to allow me to set up with this trivia game.
Set up like what? You mean?
Okay, I'm trying to reload.
Should I send
It says reload page. I'm like, I'm trying. And then now it just went blank on me.
should I send Irene an invite or
Yeah, if she wants on, otherwise she can play. That's fine either way. It doesn't matter to
She
me.
said she's got the kids.
Oh,
Maybe
she's
she
got
can
kiddos.
do it.
Oh, okay.
She's got the
Yeah.
kiddos.
If you can, let us know, Irene. But I thought you said you had the kids. That's all.
It can't have not. I mean, like I said, we're going to do like a quick little hour here. I want to rattle off 3 or 4 before Jason comes in. Give Ray an advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christina,
We're doing 90s music, or we doing 90s TV after all.
I'll send it. It's up to Irene whether or not she wants to accept it, but I sent it.
All righty, sounds good. All righty, Bud, you ready to win this game? Who's going to win tonight? You think? Vanna, who do you think's going to win tonight?
Steve.
Steve?
I think Steve will win.
You can say it, but Steve has won a couple times.
No, I think he's gonna. I think he's smart. I think he's gonna win. I'll tell you who's not in today.
Who's not? Karen.
Bubba. I don't see Bubba Panda.
Yeah, I don't see Bubba.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's Karen, Diane.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Well, you know what? Because we don't usually start it till later, but we're starting it earlier tonight. So, right, we're starting it earlier tonight, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we're usually starting it later. So,
Christine has a concern about your phone on there.
what's that?
Is that true? She said there's too much porn on your phone, Goose. That's why it ain't working. I don't know.
Goose has porn on the phone.
I asked her, how would she know? That's not what I asked.
I don't know. Go to the same site? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she sees you when she's on there.
She sees me. Or maybe I'm watching her.
She sees you when you're on the porn site. She goes, "Oh, Goose, look at that."
What is she doing? The
Yeah.
at home. What is she doing? The at home videos. That
Yeah.
that's not.
It's
What do they
like on
call
here.
those?
She says, "Oh,
Maybe
Goose is
that's
watching.
like-
Goose is watching me tonight." Oh, look at
He
that.
buys a subscription every month.
It's like when Jim was doing the gym cam.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He had all those young girls watching him.
Oh my god. Yeah, all those young women. Yeah. In the 20s, right, Jim? Yeah.
Who all ended up, being a bunch of old weird dudes.
Oh.
Are you ready, Ray, for the first one? You ready for the first one? Everyone ready, Vanna? Did you get everyone's name down? Did I give you enough time to get now the names down?
No.
No, huh? This whole time, Vanna.
She's busy talking. No, she hasn't written names down. Are you kidding?
I want to ask a few questions before Jason gets in.
Go ahead. I'll write them.
So we got.
I only got to get the top 3.
we got Steve. We got Christina. We got Irene. We got.
I got those.
We got Corey. We got
Corey.
Holly is in there. We got Ray. Who else is in there tonight?
Okay.
Who else is in there tonight? Who else we got in there tonight? Huh? Did I miss somebody? Oh, Diane's in there, right? Diane is in there. All right, so we got a few people in there. Sounds good. You know what? Yeah, Ray, do you think I should stick to like a later time on trivia? Because it seems like when I do it at 7:30, 8 o'clock, there seems to be a lot of people on that time, Ray.
Aaron's in there now.
Doing it on Saturdays, guy. What do you think of me going back and doing it on Saturday?
Well, Saturday's when it's biggest.
Yeah, I should go back and do it. I don't want to, but maybe I should.
I don't know. Saturday's when it's most popular.
Hey, look who what happened?
Hey girl.
What's up? My
Sorry.
what
I'm
happened?
not I did not plan on this, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, looking good.
Hey.
Looking good, Vanna.
I'm not I did not plan
You look like you could use some sleep, Vanna.
You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Goose. I'm
And a good
glad
glass of
with
water.
your honesty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm honest. I don't lie.
Yeah.
You need a good glass of water, hydration, and maybe 8 hours of sleep. Is what I'm
I have
getting.
water right here, and
Is that water? Or is that tequila?
it's actually water. I promise you.
Okay, all righty.
Looks
All
like vodka to me.
right. Yeah, it looks like
That's what she said.
vodka. All right, here we go. Let's ask our first question. In the 1990-91 season, as well as the 1991-92 season, this TV show was first in the lineup of must-see TV. The parents were a doctor and a lawyer. They had 5 children. What show was this? And
Brady Bunch or something? I don't know.
wait, can you remember, Vanna? You gotta wait like 2 seconds before the other ones hear it.
Sorry, I was just randomly guessing.
Vodka.
Vodka does.
I know who it is.
Okay, in the 1990-91 season, as well as the 91-92 season, this TV show was first in the lineup of a must-see TV. The parents were a doctor and a lawyer. They had 5 children. What was this show? Name the show. All right, I'm going to count it down, and the top 3 answers, I'm going to cut it off right there. Right there, I'm going to cut it off. All right, I do see the correct answer.
Okay.
All right, Family Tie. Oh, Cindy Lopian's in there too. Did you get Cindy Lopian? All right, Aaron's in there. Aaron Dilly's in there as well.
I got Aaron.
Family Ties, incorrect. The Huxtables, incorrect. Another Family Ties, incorrect. The correct answer is The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show. So it looks like Corey got the answer correct. Aaron got the answer correct. And if we're going by the top 3, the next one is Diane got the answer correct.
What? She just says Cosby.
Okay.
As does Aaron. They don't even say Cosby Show.
Guys, okay.
I mean, don't mind me. Don't mind my.
Hey, Vanna, you want to weigh in here? Help me out.
I feel like you're being a
Vanna.
little bit judicial. You know what I mean? For no
We're
reason.
not that particular any other time, are we?
You got a drunk judge, obviously.
All right. The answer is yes, obviously. Some sleep and some hydration, Vanna, for you.
Corey, Aaron, and Diane is who I've got down for points right now.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, let's go. Eric. Well, they did say Cosby. That's a correct. I mean, it is the answer, but it is the Cosby Show. So, all right. So let's give those points out, and then we'll move on to the next.
But no points for me.
Are you in the top three?
I put the Cosby Show. I did what you said, and I waited.
Yes.
And I put the Cosby Show.
Which is the correct answer, the Cosby Show.
Oh, Jesus. What a bunch of cheaters.
It is the correct answer. I will tell
Steve. I'm going with Steve.
you. Steve says protest because Steve got the answer right. But again, how many, like I said, right? Didn't I say let's only do the top three answers? Because I can't keep going down the line because
whatever
is people start piggybacking, and I don't want to do that. I'm not up for that. All right, moving on.
Should we have penalties?
What's that?
If people complain too much, should we?
Oh, how dare you?
Have penalties? Take points away.
Well,
once they get points.
It is the studio I'm using, so let's not penalize the guy's house that I'm in, please. It's going to get really cold if I have to do it from outside.
Let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. All right, on to the next question of 90s TV show trivia.
All right.
This quiz's title is a play on the title of a classic 90s series, Are You Afraid of the Dark? This show featured a group of teenagers who told each other horror stories. What did they call their group? This quiz's title is a play on the title of a classic 90s TV series. Are You Afraid of the Dark? This show featured a group of teenagers who told each other horror stories. What did they call their group? Their group was called
the Dark Knight Society or something like that.
Incorrect.
It was something like that, though.
Like a loser show is what I
Vodka. Incorrect. Vodka lady. Incorrect. All right. The only answer I see in there, the only correct answer I see in there, Goosebumps is wrong. The Wonder Boys, sorry, incorrect. It looks like Jason got the answer right. Vanna, you got his name down?
Okay. Yep, I just put him down.
And Brandon got the answer right. His name should be on the board because he got the answer right. The answer is the Midnight Society.
Oh, that sounds like a boring show.
So it looks like Jason got a point. It looks like Brandon got a point. Did you hear that, Ray? Jason got a point already.
Oh, how dare you.
And he started late. Just saying. All right, question 3 from the 90s TV show quiz that we're doing tonight. Which series from the Carsey Warner production company ran from 1988 to 1997 and told the story of the Connor family? The Connor family ran from 1988 to 19.
Are we talking about like the Terminator thing?
Yeah, it's the Terminator.
Terminator?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. The Terminator.
You know, the 90s TV show, Sarah Connor. Yeah.
Sorry, I heard Connors in like the 1990s or something, and I'm like, it's Terminator, right?
You just go read my correct answer, and then we'll know where we're supposed to be.
I didn't type anything in. I just speak.
Like I said, I take the top 3 answers. The top 3. We do have a correct one. The top 3 would be Ray gets a point.
Ray's on the board.
Jason gets another point. Brandon gets another point. We take the top 3. The top 3 as it comes into us. I know Corey, you got it right. I know Holly, you got it right. Cindy, you got it right. Steve got it right. Well, actually, Steve got it wrong. He put Rosanna. Rosanna Dana. Rosanna Dana. That was a trivia show we did like a month and a half ago, Steve. You're on the wrong trivia show. He put Rosanna. Rosanna Dana. The answer is
going to
Rosanna.
get another protest from Steve.
All right, on to the fourth question, and I'll take a tally here. And I know my
All right.
one's going to be winning. The February 17th episode of Saturday Night Live featured the now famous Aerosmith appearance on Wayne's World. What did Wayne and Garth say when Steven Tyler and the rest of the band came into the basement? What did Wayne and Garth say when Steven Tyler and the rest of the band Aerosmith came into the basement? What did they say to them? It was kind of like the catchphrase that they used. It was their catchphrase that they were using. I'll ask it again, and then I'll go ahead and the February 17th episode of Saturday Night Live featured the now famous Aerosmith appearance on Wayne's World. What did Wayne and Garth say when Steven Tyler and the rest of the band Aerosmith came into the basement? We have a correct answer.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. All right. All right. So, Ray, did you put that in there though? I don't see your name, Ray.
I'm busy simming games.
Well, how can I give you a point?
I'm just gonna start saying the answers then.
You know you won the game already. Is what you're saying.
I know I would have won. Yes, absolutely.
Had it been a better host, is what you're saying.
Had this game been fair.
Had this.
Oh
right.
man!
The answers. It's not Holly. You put rock on, dude. Steve put party on. Party on when? Party on Garth? No, incorrect. Both of those answers are incorrect.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Let Jason tell you the correct answer, please. Let Jason tell you the correct answer.
I'd rather eat a turd.
Jason, please tell Ray the correct answer for me, please. The correct answer is we're not worthy. So it looks like Jason got the point. Holly got the point. And Steve Areno got the point.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Top three answers on the board. Top three answers on the board. That's who got the point. So, Vanna, if you were run down a tally for me. Hey, Vanna number 2, have you been keeping a tally or are you trying to fight with your eyes?
No, she's high as a... I mean, she's drunk as a skunk.
Oh, Vanna. Oh, Vanna. What did you
Well,
do? What did you do to yourself, dear? Boy. Vanna, please, if you give me a total. Vanna number 1. And
Was
yes,
I supposed to be Vanna? Like, I didn't realize
no.
that. Like,
No, Irene, you're pretty cool, man. You're pretty cool. You know what?
just like I was far drunk before. Like,
Hey, you know what? There's a pillow. You can lay your head down if you want to.
oh, that little pillow.
Yeah, make that. Look how comfortable that is. Just lay your head back and just close your eyes for a minute there, dear.
No, I'm cool.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
You can tell those kids.
I'm gonna mute myself and watch.
Okay.
And unmute myself when it's fun.
Okay. Thank you, Irene. Oh boy.
ready?
Yeah, please give me a total. Help me out here. This is crazy.
Corey has 1. Aaron has 1. Diane has 1. Holly has 1. Brandon has 2. Steve has 1. Ray has 1, and Jason has 3.
Oh, Steve's beating
How many
me.
Jay got?
3.
So who's leading?
Jason.
The cheater. He's probably Googling his ass off.
And in what place is Ray right now?
Last.
Is he tied with last?
He's tied for 3rd. He's tied for 3rd. Brandon has 2.
I want to
Tied
see
with
Holly, and
Steve.
Christina, and Cindy Lopian. I want to see them start kicking butt at these games, man. I really do. Corey says I should have 2. Come on, Corey. Top 3 answers on the board, man. Come on. I'm not gonna. Come on. I can't be giving 10 answers down because people piggyback. All right. Which popular comedy series debuted in the 1990s and ran for the longest number of television seasons? Which popular comedy series debuted in the 1990s and ran for the longest number of television seasons. Longest number of television seasons. I'm going to repeat the question one more time, and then possibly I'll get a correct answer in there.
Can I see The Simpsons?
Are you able to?
Am I able to?
Yeah, try it if you can.
I say The Simpsons.
Okay.
Started in 1990.
Good guess. It was a good guess. I'm gonna and then I'll give you the correct answer. Okay.
Or it could be
No, you guessed already. You guessed already. Come on.
All right. No, you're fine. You're right.
It is that's the incorrect answer.
Oh.
Which
Oh,
popular
God.
comedy series debuted in the 1990s and ran for the longest number of television seasons? The Simpsons started in 1989.
It's gonna be the one
Friends? Would you say Friends?
not
Could you do me a favor and mute yourself? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Lay your head on the pillow and lay your head on my pillow. There you go, Irene. There you go. We'll sing a lullaby to you. Go to sleep, you drunk. Get some rest. Wake up with the hangover. There you go, Irene. Good night, Irene.
Bye.
All right. So the correct answer. Well, the correct answer is Friends. Friends is the correct answer. It looks like the top three answers. The top three answers. Oh, wow. Linda Patterson's in there. Linda's in there. Linda got the answer right. You got Linda down, Vanna. Vanna, if you put Linda down for a point, it looks like
Linda's my cousin.
Oh, is it really? Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
I want her tested for steroids.
Hi,
Vanna number 2.
Oh, and I see Linda,
I see Linda.
Holly,
Holly got
and
the answer right.
Steve.
And Cindy Lopian got the answer.
I see
Hold
Linda.
on.
Steve said Big Bang Theory. He's not correct.
No, I see Linda.
No, I see Linda
Holly.
first.
No.
Then I
Holly.
see Holly got
And
the answer.
Cindy
correct.
Lopian. Yeah, you're right.
And Cindy Lopian got the answer right.
Yeah.
Steve said Big Bang, and then after your Simpsons, way after Cindy Lopian, he said Friends. And I take the top three answers. You know, Steve is really going to be mad at me because according to Steve and Corey, they should have 5 points already. Guys, I'm taking the top three answers. I don't know what to tell you. All right, this show, Ray liked this show. If I recall, I think Ray liked this show a lot. This show mainly centered around lawyers. Some of the names of the characters were Stuart Markowitz, Jonathan Rollins, and Victor Cifuentes. Name this show.
Got it.
This show mainly centered around lawyers. Some of the names of the characters were Stuart Markowitz, Jonathan Rollins, and Victor Cifuentes. Name this show. This show ran from 1986 to 1994. Was a show about lawyers in the city of Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Name this show.
We've already got our 3 winners.
Hold on. Our top 3 answers are
Not Jason.
LA Law. Jason didn't get this one right. Jason did not get this one right. The answer is LA Law. Ray got this answer right. Vanna, if you'll mark it down for me, please.
Ray.
No, Corey, not that. Holly, yes, got the answer right. And Aaron got the answer right. Linda, you did get the answer right. I'm not going to say you didn't. Cindy Lopian, you got the answer right. But as you know, Corey, you got the answer right. But Jason got the answer right. But I'm taking the top 3 answers tonight, guys. The top 3 answers tonight. What happened to Vanna number 2? Should we go night-night?
I think so.
Oh, boy. Wow. Hey, we're going to have to talk about her contract. We might suspend her contract for a while. Hey,
do we have rules? I didn't know we had contracts.
Vanna number 1, you might be a permanent stay, unless one of the ladies in the chat room would like to join me, perhaps when you're busy. That would be nice. Okay, if you'll give me a rundown of the totals, I know my boy Jay is still in the lead. I know it. I know Aaron got the point.
No. Holly and Jason are tied with 3, so
Are
he's
you
not in the
kidding me?
lead.
Holly's got it now.
Holly's in the lead.
Oh,
She's tied. tied. She's tied with Jason, honey. She's tied.
No,
So we have Corey.
Holly's in the lead. Holly's in the lead, right, Ray?
Yeah, I think Holly's at the top.
Yeah, Holly's at the top. I would put her first, right, Ray?
Alphabetically. Yeah. She's
Oh.
alphabetically above Jason.
I love that.
Holly's in first.
Alphabetically. Okay. All right. Okay. Corey has 1. Aaron has 2. Diane 1. Holly 3. Brandon 2. Steve 1. Cindy Lopian 1. Ray 2. Jason 3. And Linda 1.
All righty, guys. All righty. Holly, this is this is you. Then Holly, this is you. Okay, on the 90s TV trivia, we'll continue. We'll continue. I'm one of Eddie Winslow's. Sorry, I'm one of Eddie Winslow's best friend. You can often hear me say, "No problem, Bob. Who am I?" I am one of Eddie Winslow's. I don't even know who Eddie Winslow is. I know it. Winslows' best friends. You can often hear me say, "No problem, Bob. Who am I?"
I know.
This person dated Laura's best friend. Laura's best friend. Dated Laura's best friend. I'm one of Eddie Winslow's best friends. You can often hear me say, "No problem, Bob. Who am I? Who am I?" Okay. Did anyone get this right? Did anyone get this right? It is a show, Holly, from Family Matters, but we're looking for the character name. It's a
I
show.
put the name after when I put the show. I put the name after.
Okay, Holly did get it right. She said Waldo.
Oh shit! I got it wrong. Oh,
Waldo is the correct answer. Waldo. So it looks like Brandon got it right. It looked like Holly got it correct. And Steve, I'll give you that point because I don't want to hear you bitch bonus point, even though you put it after with the fact. Even after.
All I know is Jason Googled.
Hey, there's my boy Jay. Now there's my boy Jay. I know he's gonna make a comeback. He'll make a comeback, right, Jay?
Hey, there's my boy Jay. Now,
all righty. Did you hear? So Vanna, if you will give me the rundown of point totals because I think it's about to get interesting here. I think it's
Holly has the lead now with 4.
Yeah.
Brandon and Jason have 3. Ray and Steve have 2.
Oh, why?
Corey, Aaron, Diane, Cindy, and Linda have 1.
All righty. Come on, guys. Come on.
Cindy points out that Ray has the answers because they're coming in before the question's finished, but I'm getting them wrong.
No, Ray is ignoring the delay and typing in his answers before everyone else can.
Yeah, that's true.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's true, Jake.
How dare you? Now Jason's in. He's going to be.
You know what,
cheating
Cindy?
like.
You know what, Vanna?
I would
We
never
should
cheat
deduct
like that.
points.
Jason
My producer Jason has a really good point.
Oh,
he points out that Ray is giving answers, and he should be that's a good point, Jay.
Oh, I swear.
Good point, Jay. Deduct -1 point for Ray. -1 point.
Oh, dude.
-1. And if this continues, you're gonna be, I'll kick you out of this game. Just like he'll kick me out of the house.
I think Steve is right when he says he needed to go poop.
Because he can't stand the host. I get it. And Christina goes, "This is BS." No, you're guessing wrong. What can I tell you? If you don't guess right, I can't give you the answer. It's the top 3 answers on the board. Top 3 answers on the board, right, Jay? All right. Yep. Who provided the voice to the super smart lab mouse Brain on the WB animated series Pinky and the Brain from 1995 to 1998? Who provided the voice for the super smart lab mouse Brain on the WB animated series Pinky and the Brain from 1990?
No one would know this answer.
Well, Holly says this is her stuff. She got to get this. Holly said this is her stuff.
No.
She got to know that. Christina, I swear to God, if you answer Superboy to another question, I'm
Jason, like Corey says, Jason is Googling.
I am not. I just got home.
Googling. I'm going to leave his camera on just so you guys can see it.
All right. You done Googling, Jay?
Oh.
I'm not even answering because I don't know it.
Okay. The voice actor's name is Maurice Lamarche. He's a
Why
native.
would anyone know that?
Yeah, I don't know. I should rephrase that question. You're right. Maybe okay. Conrad Bain starred on what show in the 1970s and early 80s? Conrad Bain starred in what show in the 1970s and early 80s? Name that show. Starred in what show? I'm hearing feedback. Okay.
Not me.
That was
Does
because
anyone
I
get
just
this
logged
answer
into
right?
Facebook so I can answer these questions.
So Google's got a hiccup, Hunjay.
I'm gonna put the other show he
I'm
was
not
on too.
Googling.
So if I get a correct answer, I will let you know. All right. I did get a correct answer in there.
Thank you.
Conrad Bain starred on what show in the 1970s and early 80s?
Thank you.
There is a correct. No, well, okay.
Thank you.
Looks like to me like the top three that get it correct. You got to get it right. Looks like Steve got it correct. It looks like Cindy Lopian got it correct, Vanna, and it looks like Ray got it right. The answer is different strokes. Different strokes.
It takes different
so he was the old white guy.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Drummond. What you talking about, Mr. Drummond?
What you talking about, Mr. Drummond? Did they ever call him Dad, Ray? Did they ever refer to him as Dad?
I think eventually they did, yeah.
Because he did adopt him. All right. So Ray got the point. It looks like Cindy Lopian got the point, and it looks like Steve was the third one. Got it right. Yeah.
He was fat, Mr. Drummond.
Yeah. All right. On to the next question, guys. On to the next question. In the 1990 in 1990 to 1991, in the that one's gonna be two. Okay. In the 8:30 slot was a show that was a spin-off of another show. Originally, the plan was to have the show centered around the character of Denise. Name that show. In 1990 to early 1991, in the 8:30 slot was a show that was a spin-off of another show. Originally, the plan was to have the show centered around the character of Denise. Name that show.
I'm gonna. Shit. Yeah.
In the 1990 to early 1991, in an 8:30 slot was a show that was a spinoff of another show. Originally, the plan was to have the show centered around the character of Denise. Name that show. There is a correct answer in there. There is a correct answer in there.
Shit, did I get it?
There is a correct answer. It looks like to me, Holly got the answer right first, and it looks like to me, Steve got the answer right, and Jason got the answer right.
Why did Jason get it right?
Because he put
Because I knew it was a spinoff of the Cosby Show.
God
and he
damn
Googled it real quick, right?
I didn't fucking Google.
All right, Vanna. It looks like, did you get that? It looks like Holly, Jason, and Steve Areno got the answer right.
What was the answer? Different world or different strokes? There's got two different answers out there.
A different world. It was a Cosby Show spinoff, and they wanted that character Denise to.
She went to college.
Yeah,
because she went to college.
Look at your answers again. I think Steve and Holly put different strokes. They didn't put different worlds.
Different world. They put different world. Different strokes was the answer to the other question prior.
All right. So we got okay.
So a different world is the second answer. So Jason got it right, Steve got it right, and Holly got it.
I'm trying to see where Holly put it.
No, I'm sorry. Did I miss?
I think the whole thing is the fuck Ray is what I think.
All right, so it's Jason. I'm sorry. You're right. Holly did put strokes. Sorry, Holly. That's not the. If you'll erase that point from Holly, it's Jason, Steve. No, living single is incorrect, Cindy. I'm sorry. And Ray got the point. Different world. It is Jason, Steve, and Ray. I'm sorry, Holly, and I apologize, Ray, for missing that because she did put different strokes. I'm sorry about that.
Right.
I'm sorry about that. So give Ray the point. Christina. Oh, Christina, behave yourself. Just because you're losing, don't get mad. We talked about that on Goose Troop, didn't we? Bad habits forming.
Yes.
You get out of line once. I mean, look at Vanna number 2. Look what happened to Vanna number 2. She went night night.
Passed out. What happened to
She
her?
went night night.
She lay on the pillow and said, "Oh, this feels so good."
All right, here we go on. Here we go on to the next one, guys. Here we go on to the next one. All right, you ready, Jay? You get your fingers ready.
Yeah.
Can I get your hands up, please, before you? All right. Yeah. This way they don't think you're typing, Googling.
I want to see what his delay is.
Yeah, I do too.
He put that answer up
I actually
really
wait
quick,
like
'cause I delayed
3 or 4
VP
seconds.
by seconds.
I wait 3 or 4 seconds before I even hit enter.
How dare you? Your lies are disgusting.
Shit. Whatever.
All right, 1991. Yet another word phrase that owes its existence to Wayne's World is one that indicates Wayne and Garth are interested in a girl. What is the phrase they would say when they were interested in a girl? What is the catchphrase they would say when interested in a girl? Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. What did they say? Again, top 3 answers on the board. It is Steve got the answer right. The answer is swing. I think he just misspelled it. I think that he put swing, but I think he meant to say swing. I really do. All right. Ray got the answer right. And Christina got the answer right.
Thank you.
The top 3
Christina's on the board. Oh,
yeah, she is on the board. Hey, there you go, Christina. There you go. Brandon, you got the answer right. Corey got the answer right. Holly got the answer right. Aaron got the answer right. Jay, we all got it right.
Steve's in the lead with 5.
No, get out of here. Give me a rundown.
Steve is winning. Yeah.
Out of here. Wait, you predicted this. You said in the beginning of the show, I said, who's going to win tonight? What was your answer?
Steve.
You said Steve. Oh, my God, Jay. Embarrassing, Jay. My boy Jay getting beat by Steve Arena. Embarrassing, Jay.
I want all my points to go to Steve.
How is that fair?
Oh. All right, give me a rundown, man.
Okay, Corey has 1, Aaron 2, Diane 1, Christina 1, Holly 4, Brandon 3, Steve 5, Cindy Lopian 2, Ray 4, Jason 4, and Linda 1.
Oh, I'm tied with evil.
So there's many evil. There's many people that have 4 is what you're saying. There's a lot of them that have 4. It sounds like 4 of them have 4. 3 or 4 of them.
No, 3 have 4. 3 have 4.
Okay.
Holly, Ray, and Jason are tied.
Holly, Ray, and Jason are tied with 4. Okay, come on, Jay. We can't let Steve.
We can't let Steve beat us, Jason.
It's all right if Holly and Ray
I'm
beat you. That's
trying.
understandable. But if Steve Areno beats you, it's embarrassing. All right. The 1995 comedy series In the House ran for 5 seasons, debuting on the NBC television network. Who co-starred in this series? The 1995 comedy series In the House ran for 5 seasons, debuting on the NBC television network. Who co-starred in this series? Should I give a hint on this? Because this might be hard.
I never heard of it. Wait a couple seconds. If there's not an answer, then give a hint.
Oh, I got it because, yeah, this one's kind of hard. This actor also was an actor on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'll give you that hint. That's all I can say. This actor was also a actor on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This actor also.
This must have been a UPN show.
Was nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. This actor who played the character, Dr. Maxwell Stanton, co-starred on the series with rapper LL Cool J.
I'll be damned.
He co-starred with rapper LL Cool
Ollie
J.
got it right. All right.
Who got it right?
All right, there is a correct answer.
Cool J, she got it right.
No, she did not. The answer is Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh.
The
Figured it had to be Carlton.
Jason. Jason got the answer right.
Okay.
Aaron
Jason John Bolin.
Sean, Aaron and
I
Brandon
put Sean as a joke.
Oh, Sean Beliff was
Hey guys, hold on, producers, Ray, Jason, Aaron, and I'm sorry,
Jason, Aaron, and Jason.
and Brandon both put Alfonso. Should I give them that point? They didn't say Alfonso Ribeiro. So
not Alfonso's. I mean, I don't know how to spell
I
Ribeiro.
mean, they know who it was. They just
Okay.
couldn't think of his last name. So,
all right, so give Brandon the point, give Aaron the point, Vanna, and then give Jason the point.
Okay.
Top three answers. No, it was not Wilson.
Jason and Steve are tied now with 5.
Jason, oh my goodness. All right, there we go, guys. All right, we'll ask a few more here because I know we're coming on an hour. I want to keep it at an hour. My wife and I had many adventure-filled stories to tell in our fancy New York brownstone with our 5 children. Name this show. It ran from 1984 to 1992. My wife and I had many adventure-filled stories to tell in our fancy New York brownstone with our 5 children. It ran from 1984 to 1992. Name this show. All right, I'm going to ask it one more time. My wife and I had many adventure-filled stories to tell in our fancy New York brownstone with our 5 children. It ran from 1984 to 1992. Name this show. All right, we do have correct answers in there. We do have correct answers in it, but I only take the top 3, right, Vanna? We only take the top 3, right, Vanna? Top 3.
So
it looks like
gonna be
Steve Marino, Corey, and Ray.
okay.
Well, good.
So-
Thank God, good is finally winning some.
No. Steve is in the lead. Steve is in the lead with 6.
How
Ray
is
and Jason are tied with 5. Yeah.
How is Steve winning good? I'm confused.
I don't know, but he's winning.
And how is he winning? You mean to tell me Steve
Hey.
will be my Vanna next week?
Remember what he said earlier, that he was naked? He's naked and stoned and winning.
Yeah. You would remember that, Cindy.
Yeah.
Vanna. I was the friendly neighbor of Tim Taylor. Who am I? He often came to me for advice. I was a friendly neighbor of Tim Taylor.
I never watched that fucking show.
He often came to me for advice. Who
That's a
am I?
stupid fucking show. Damn it.
Get over here. It's damn cool. All right, we do have a correct answer. Top 3 correct answers on the board are Jason, Steve Areno, and Holly. Diane, yes, you are right. Christina, you are right. Aaron, you are
gosh,
right.
by golly.
Wilson, you never watched that show, Ray?
No, I never watched that show. I've never been a fan of Tim Allen.
No. Not even his stand-up? You weren't a fan of his stand-up?
No, I thought his stand-up was terrible.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Wilson was the correct answer. Correct answer. Okay. I don't think. Okay. What
The only thing he ever did good was when he did that movie where they were making fun of the Star Trek.
Galaxy Quest.
He was actually really good in that, but he's been bad in everything else. I hate that Tim Allen.
What historic event happened on The Price is Right in 1990? This model became the first African American model.
Oh.
Name this model. What
The
is
first African American model that was sexually harassed by Bob Barker?
Yeah, well, it doesn't say that, but yes.
All the rest were white.
Yeah, all the rest were white.
I have no clue what the names of the friggin' models were on The Price is Right.
Yeah, you're right. I already know. Why we know Janice, right? Everyone knew Janice.
Mm-mm.
Come on, everyone knew.
That's
Janice.
the only one.
I don't know any names of them. I never watched that show.
Kathleen Bradley becomes a Barker. Is Kathleen Bradley?
Who the fuck is that? I don't know.
She was the first African American model on the show.
Well, good for her.
On the hit series Roseanne, what is the Well, forget that. Forget that. I just answered that question earlier. All right, this one's a good one, Ray. This one's a good one. This show during the 1982 to 1993 seasons was about an ex-baseball player who also happened to be a bar owner. Name this show. From 1982 to 1993.
Oh, yeah.
This show was about an ex-baseball player who owned a bar. Name this.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
Irene did. Irene got away.
She left.
All right, top 3 answers on the board. Top 3 answers on the board are Ray with Cheers. Cheers is the correct answer. Jason got the correct answer again, number 2. And number 3 is Corey. Corey got the answer right. Cheers. Cheers is the correct answer. Everyone got this right. Remember, from now on, when Vanna number 2 shows up like that, I'll start singing that. Wouldn't you like to lay your head down? Sometimes you want to fall asleep. All right.
And everybody seen your boobs.
Not everybody. Not everybody. No.
Bonus points for my boy Jay. All right, Ray, you got this. I know you got this, Ray. I know you got this.
All right.
Which police drama starring Dennis Franz began its remarkable 12 seasons run in September of 1993? Which police drama starring Dennis Franz began its remarkable 12 season run in September of 1993?
Love that show.
With Andy, what was his name? Andy
Sipowicz.
There, you got it. All right, the correct answer. Top 3 correct answers are. Jason got it first, huh? Jason got it first.
Well, the rest, I was waiting.
I waited too.
Bullshit.
All right.
All right, Jason
Jason
got the
and
answer
Rob.
correct. Ray got the answer correct. And it looks like Christina got the answer right. It is NYPD Blue. NYPD Blue is the answer. Top 3 answers on the board.
Everybody knows.
Oh, Diane said Hill Street Blues. What was Hill Street Blues about, bud? What was that?
It was about a bunch of cops. It's a cop show.
So that was like NYPD Blue too?
Well,
No,
it
in
predated
LA. Yeah, it was LA.
NYPD Blue, though.
Was it Hill Street Blues? In what city was that?
That I don't
LA.
remember. It's been so long since I.
You know what?
You know what I remember about it? They had the desk sergeant always say, "Let's be careful out there" before they hit the road.
Yeah.
Time.
All right, Ray.
That was Hill Street Blues.
Ray, you got it.
All
In
right.
1992, the Larry Sanders Show, starring Jerry Shandling,
Love this show.
made its debut this season on what network? And for the second point of this question, what was the famous catchphrase uttered by his sidekick, Hank Kingsley? In 1992, the Larry Sanders Show, starring Gary Shandling,
my all-time favorite show,
made its debut this season on what network? Is question number 1.
This is my all-time favorite show.
Yeah, it's hysterical. What was the famous catchphrase uttered by his sidekick, Hank Kingsley? There should be 2 answers here. There should be 2 answers, and you will get 2 points. But if you only get one of the answers right, you'll get 1 point. And no points for okay. The top 3 answers are. It looks like, once again, Jason came in first with HBO and Hey Now.
Oh, no, the Jason bullshit wasn't Jason.
Jason came in first with HBO and Hey Now.
Yeah, but look at
And
what
then-
Reason they're above me.
And then it looks like, okay, like I said, I think the top.
Ray
3
did
guys-
get it before me. I know that. I saw.
Oh, Ray got it too? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ray got 2 points. I'm sorry.
Hey Now.
Hannah,
Hey
if you
Now.
mark Ray down because he got HBO and Hey Now. Ray got 2 points. Jason got 2 points there. He got HBO and
Brandon.
And then see, here's the thing, guys. Producers, I want to ask you, Vanna especially, because Cindy put HBO and she was the third one, so she gets a point for that. But then underneath, Brandon put Hey Now and HBO, so they
you should
each
get 2.
Yeah, but we only take the top 3 answers, so this is why I'm asking all the producers.
Well,
on the
give
show.
him a point for the Hey Now, and
Yeah,
give
Cindy got
her
one.
one for HBO. So
this way it's fair, right?
Cindy
Okay.
got 1.
Okay. Vanna, do that. Give Cindy
Brandon got
the
2,
point
right?
for HBO, and then give. But see, it's kind of slights Brandon because Brandon did get both those answers right, so that's why I was asking.
Well,
Brandon did get both those answers right, but he was the 4th down the list, and then he did get Hey Now, where she didn't get Hey Now.
well, Brandon gets
So
1.
I-
too.
Okay, so
So
Brandon
give him a point for the Hey Now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cindy gets a
Sounds
point.
yeah, that's what I said.
Brandon gets
Okay.
a point.
so that's the fair way to do it. Okay.
Okay.
And Jason, if you can give me your best Hey Now, that would be awesome.
Hey Now.
Hey now.
Hey Now. What was the other thing you used to say, Ray? Do you remember the other thing Hank used to say when he would come out?
I love that. That's my favorite show of all time.
Remember, the sign would say he would come out and introduce Gary in the show.
Yeah.
What was the sign he would always? What would he say?
Applesauce.
Applesauce. For applause, right? The sign actually said applause, right?
Yeah, he would say
He would say applesauce.
applesauce.
During the decade of the 1990s, which television network ended the seasons with the most of #1 rated programs, according to the Nielsen ratings? During the decade of the 1990s, which television network ended the seasons with the most #1 of rated programs according to the Nielsen ratings? We're looking for the network that it was during the decade of the 1990s, which television network ended the seasons with the most of #1 rated programs according to the Nielsen ratings. According to the Nielsen ratings. All right, it looks like we got the top 3 answers already. It looks like Vanna, we got the top 3 answers.
Okay.
It looks like Ray got the answer right with
Yes.
NBC. And it looks like no one else got that answer right. Everyone said ABC or CBS.
Oh,
Incorrect. So Ray's the only one that got that point.
thank God.
Good triumphs once again, huh? Galactus?
Ray and Jason are tied with 10. Steve has 7.
Hold on. Give me a rundown. Who's got 10?
Ray and Jason.
Oh, wow. So Jason, what does Steve
And I
have?
don't know.
How did
if
Steve
Steve
drop
went to-
off so bad?
I don't know. After he went poop, he went.
Because Steve put NBS. That was the network that's
What is NBS?
He put
Steve
CBS.
NBS was the network.
Although you know what, Holly got it too. She put NBC.
Holly deserves a point.
Holly got a point there. So the producer said, give Holly a point there because the producer said,
All right.
She did say NBC. I don't know what NBS is.
Steve put NBS.
I don't know what NBS is, Steve. Shit. Yeah. Steve, buddy, you're
That'd be
losing.
MBO.
How did Steve go from like winning to all of a sudden lose? Okay. We're going to ask 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to end this game because we're right at about an hour, aren't we? There?
Yeah.
This show followed the everyday existence of like, okay. This show followed the everyday existence of George, Kramer, Elaine, and Jerry. I should have rewrote that. Damn it. This show followed the everyday existence of George, Kramer, Elaine, and Jerry. Named it. Damn it, I should have rewrote. Damn it. All right, yeah, this was an easy one. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Everybody knows your name.
It looks like Brandon got the point, Ray got the point, and Jason got the point. It was Seinfeld. Those are the top 3.
Good.
answers on the board.
Good is finally defeating evil.
Good. Finally, huh?
I thought we're still
Right.
tied.
You
No,
know
it's
what?
still tied. They're tied. Evil's tied.
Galactus is not good, guys. And if you're Kane and Galactus, then you're not good. I am the friend who is the not freak. I am also a professional chef. Who am I? I am the friend who is the neat freak. Sorry. I am the friend who is the neat freak. I am also a professional chef. Who am I? Name this character. Name this character. I am the friend who is the neat freak. I am also a professional chef. Name this character. Name the. I don't know who
I'll put the
Manovia.
actress's name first.
Manovia. Mano-
Manova.
Then I
Manova.
put the
Mono
character's name.
Manova. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Manova.
I think it's a medicine that cures herpes. Not sure, but
Where would I find that, just in case, if someone was to have that?
Might want to consult your doctor in that case.
I mean, not that I have. It's for a friend. For a friend. You know, not that I have. All right, top 3 answers on the board. Top 3 answers on the board. It looks like Jason got the point, Vanna. It looks like
Jason.
Ray did not because he put Manova.
no. Ray eventually spelled it correct. Let's get that right.
Christina got the answer right. Is Monica. Monica is the friend who's a neat freak. And then Ray is the third one on the list.
Oh, thank
Monica.
God.
Ray is the third one on the list.
Brandon's doing really good.
He really is, dude. He really is. All right, how many? Okay, I don't know if anyone would. Okay, I don't know who would know this. This one might be hard.
Try
It
us.
might be- All right, who played Charles? No, this is not the hard one. This is the easy one. Who played Charles on Charles in Charge? Who played Charles on Charles in Charge? From 1984 to 1990, he played. 1986 to 1990.
And now is being
Oh my God, the guy's out there. He's insane.
sexual assault. His co-star in that show
Yeah,
has
yeah,
said that he was raping her or something during the show.
yeah. Well, they were sleeping together. I don't know. When she was young too. When she does, probably she
Yeah,
was
she
young.
said she was really young.
Yeah. Scott Baio is the answer. Scott Baio played Charles in Charge. It looks like Jason got the point. Top 3 answers on the board. Ray got the point. And it looks like Steve Areno got the point.
Oh, finally.
Oh, Steve
I'll tell you,
Scott
Brandon,
Baio.
always roots for rapes.
Brandon's getting every freaking answer, but he's
I
not.
know,
in
he's
the
just-
top
yeah.
3. He's not in the top 3, and that's what's killing him.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, Brandon would be, right up with you guys. All right.
Does
this
it surprise you that Steve knows that answer based on his history?
Steve,
Yeah.
Steve always roots for the rapist.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I would love that.
filling the 9:30 slot in the 1991 to 92 and part of the 92-93 seasons was a show about 2 brothers who owned an airplane in Nantucket. What was this show called?
Oh, I love that show. What was the name of it? Oh shit.
This show was about 2 brothers
Oh,
who
fuck.
owned an airplane in Nantucket. What was this show called? What was this show called? We're looking for the top 3 answers on the board. We're looking, and we do have the top 3 answers on the board, Vanna. It looks
Okay.
like Jason came in.
Daly
First.
and
Jason came in first. The answer is wings.
Jason.
Then Christina, wings, and Ray with wings.
Thank God.
Oh, Brandon didn't make it, huh?
Brandon said Ray, but again, he's the 4th on the list.
That's because Jason hears it first because Jason's producing the show, so he hears you guys.
And then I
live.
count to 3 before I even.
I'm
hit
counting
enter.
to 5. No wonder you're winning. I'm counting to 5. You're counting to. Oh,
It's a 3-second delay.
everyone, I apologize.
Are
for
you in a
this
protest right now? Should we be
blatant
protesting?
cheating that Jason's doing? I apologize.
So really, he's sliding. Jason's cheating.
Well, I'm just saying, Brandon will be winning. Brandon would
He's
clearly be
sliding
winning.
Yeah, Brandon should be winning. Yeah, you're right. I agree. All right, the answer. Was
Maybe next time we'll go 4 answers. How's that sound?
Yeah,
yeah.
go 4 winner. Yeah, take 4.
Here was the question. I don't know if I want this. All right, anyone answers it, good luck.
I
All right.
don't mean
Good
tonight
luck.
though.
All right. On the WB sitcom Nick Freno, licensed teacher, the school that Nick Freno taught at was named for which president? On the WB sitcom Nick Freno, licensed teacher,
Fuck, am I
the
supposed to-
school that Nick Freno taught at was named for which president? Like, I was like, what in the hell? How would I don't even know who Nick Freno is.
I don't know this.
Like,
I
yeah,
got
that's
no
what I
clue
was
on
saying.
this
Like, that's why I skipped that question. I was like, who would know this? What should I give him multiple choice? Should I give him multiple choice? Was it Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, James A. Garfield, or Gerald R. Ford?
Well, fuck.
Was it Franklin D. Roosevelt,
I've never heard of this show.
Harry S.
I'm
Truman,
just guessing.
James A. Garfield, or Gerald R. Ford? Gerald R. Ford, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, or James.
I'm not even going to answer this. It's such a bad question.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to skip it. That's why I was skipping
Well, you
it.
should have skipped it.
All right. It looks like Tobin got on the board. Tobinot got on the board. Gerald Ford. Yes, that's correct, Tobin.
Shit, that was correct. Fuck.
And then Jason got the answer right. He said Ford.
Oh, how ridiculous! Oh, I am filing protest.
You said Tobin and Jason.
Holly, Jason, and Tobin got the answer right.
Oh,
Holly,
this
Jason,
is
and
just
Tobin.
ridiculous.
Gerald Ford.
That's Tobin's first one, right? I don't have it
prevail because
Yeah,
good
Tobin,
is
man.
dumb.
You know what? I'd like to see Tobin and Brandon play a game of trivia. I want to see who, because those guys are really.
I just want to apologize to Tobin
Right.
because his life had him watch that show. Good Lord.
Oh, come on. All right. Which 1990s television series contains a theme song with the following lyrics? When I see their happy faces smiling back at me, I know there's no greater feeling than the love of a family. Which 1990s television series contains a theme song with the following lyrics?
I'd never watched that show.
When I see their happy faces
6, 1,000,
smiling
7,
back
1,000.
at me, I know there's no greater feeling than the love of a family. We're looking for the name of that TV show.
I would never watch a show that had such a stupid loser song.
But
I counted to 10 on that one, so suck it.
I would never want to let anyone. I would
Well-
never announce that. Let the world know I'm a loser.
Brandon said, lock us in on Mondays. All right, buddy. On Monday, you got it. All right. All right. I am not seeing a correct answer in there. There is no correct
I am.
answer. You're not seeing a correct answer in there, sir. No, we
It's
are
the
not.
theme to Family Matters. How is that wrong?
No, it is not, sir. It is a theme to Seventh Heaven, sir. Seventh Heaven.
Heaven. It's
Well,
got
it's
heavens
in
about
both of
heaven?
them then.
Oh shit! I'm never gonna watch a show about heaven.
When I see their happy
It's in both of them.
smiling
Then.
back at me, no, there's no greater feeling than the love of family. It's in Seventh Heaven. Seventh Heaven.
Whatever.
Wasn't the guy who starred in that? Wasn't he found for child?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the father, right?
He was either molesting kids or child pornography.
He was also Captain Decker in the first Star Trek movie.
Oh, okay. Ray, you got this. Ray, I know you got this. I know you got this. This is one of your all-time favorite shows as well. This one is one of your all-time favorite shows. Your wife as well. She loved this. 1993. The Truth is Out There. Which show
Oh yeah.
is this from? The Truth is Out There.
1,000, 2, 1,000.
Which
3,
show
1,000,
is
4,
this from?
5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000.
The
10.
Truth is Out There. Ray, I know this is one of your favorite shows. I know it is, and your wife liked it too, I think. All right. The top three answers on the board are top three answers on the board. Looks like
And
Ray,
Brandon got in.
Jason, and Brandon. Good job,
Yeah.
Brandon, Jason, and Ray.
Jason is winning with 16 and Ray has 15.
How?
Oh,
You gave him that fucking the question you canceled. You gave him the answer. How ridiculous!
I guessed and got it right.
okay.
Okay.
You guys want a hard one, or should I just end the show?
Yes, give us a
Give
hard
all
one.
Okay.
You
All
a hard one.
I don't want to hear you complain. I don't want to hear you complain. During the first season of the hit Fox series Living Single, which NFL superstar made a cameo appearance as a delivery man? During the first season of the hit Fox series Living Single, which NFL superstar made a cameo appearance as a delivery man. You want a hint of what he was? He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cindy. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What year was it?
I cannot tell you that.
Oh,
During the first season of the
the
hit
90s.
rock
The 90s.
hit, Living
Oh.
Single, which NFL superstar made a cameo appearance as a delivery man? As a delivery man.
Oh, Tobin might have it.
Tobin does have it. It is
I
Jerome
piggybacked
Bettis.
off it.
Jerome Bettis. Jason. got
No, Jason stole his answer. No,
He just said he stole his answer. He
I
can't get
watched
the
it.
point.
He typed it in after Tobin put the answer up.
I mean, I'm
Top
just
three
saying,
answers.
top
Oh,
three answers
Jesus,
right
after
there.
Goose rang the bell.
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna go to you. You're one of the producers. Do I accept this answer that was put after Tobin? Jay, you're a producer.
I would say you
Oh.
do.
Okay. Thank you,
Oh,
producer.
for God.
Thank you,
Oh,
producer
for
Jason.
God's sakes.
I would say Jason gets the point and Tobin gets the point.
Oh,
Vanna,
this is-
and I think that's the last question we're going to ask tonight. So please give me the totals and the rundown and who won the game.
Well, whether Jason got the point or not, he still won. So he has 16. Ray has 15. And then Tobin had 2. Cindy Lopian had 3. Steve had 8. Corey had 3. Aaron had 1. Diane had 1. Christina had 4. Brandon had 7. And Holly had 7.
I know my 90s.
Jason won. Where is he
Just
going?
a side note, we just got a message in our chat room that Cindy Williams, who played Shirley on Laverne and Shirley, died.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Oh, wait, which one was she? Which one was she?
Shirley.
Which one was she? Which one was Shirley?
Cindy Williams was Shirley. No, Laverne. Shirley.
No,
Shirley.
Laverne
Shirley.
was Penny Marshall.
Yeah, she was Shirley.
Oh, the
Cindy
brunette.
Williams.
Brunette,
The
brunette.
little dark hair, short hair. Yeah.
Yeah, the brunette. Yeah.
Now, real trivia, what show was that a spinoff of?
The Fonzie.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. Happy
Happy
Days.
Days.
Yes.
Happy Days. They were dating. She went out with Richie and the Fonz, right? Didn't they go on a double date with them?
Mhm.
I think so. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You got it, Tobin. You got it, Tobin. Happy Days. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for playing, especially my boy Jay and Vanna. It is always a pleasure. Always, and Jason, you know, I like when you win because Ray really turned off the show and now he's watching TV with his wife. So I love when you win. It's a happy time. I just walk out of his house in silence. I don't say a thing. I don't need to, right, Jay? It speaks for itself, doesn't it, Jay? It speaks
Yeah.
for itself. Thank you, Jay.
I can't believe you don't say anything. That's the part I don't believe, that you don't say anything.
No, do you think I'm going to say anything? At that
Yes,
point, I'm leaving.
yes.
No, I
Be
wouldn't.
rubbing it in.
Jay, do I need to do that when you win week after week after week? Do I really need to do that?
Yeah, maybe you should.
Wouldn't that be a bad habit that I'd be forming, though, on the Goose Troop we were talking about? Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be a
might
bad
be.
habit? Might be.
There's nothing you two like better than pushing each other's
Right?
buttons.
That's a good
You
bad
just push each other's buttons.
habit. But you think I'm going to push his buttons? Are you crazy? Are you nuts?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it all. Tobin, Holly, Brandon, Steve, Jason, Ray, everyone, Holly, Christina, all of you, even drunk number Vanna too. She only lasted a while, but all right. Thank you, everyone, for playing. And Vanna, always a pleasure.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll talk to you
Good
later
night.
this week. Good. And Jay, always a pleasure, amigo. Thanks for winning again. Later, buddy. Bye, guys.
Bye, honey.